All right, y'all, the time is here. I got Wingstop. I got their new citrus mojo flavor. It seems kind of exciting. I've seen maybe 2 videos on it, but I wanted to try it for myself and see what it's hitting on. So let's get into this video. One thing I can't stand about Wingstop, man, these skinny ass straws. What is wrong with y'all? Why y'all can't get regular straws? But this is the smallest order of wings I've probably ever gotten. Just a simple 10-piece combo. So we're gonna see what these hitting on. Citrus mojo wings. Team Drummy. Let's go. That's a really pleasant, refreshing flavor. It's like there's definitely like some orange vibe going on there. I kind of taste a little bit of like a sour note from like maybe lime. Mm. I think within the last year or so, the only new flavor or returning flavor or whatever that Wingstop bought recently that I didn't really care for was the street corn one. Everything else was good. And you know I gotta get my hot honey seasoned fries. They used to let you do 2 seasonings, but they don't let you do it no more. At least in my area. Cause my go-to for the fries was lemon pepper and garlic parmesan season. It was like the best. But I really mess with the hot honey seasoning, so putting it on the fries is fire. Like I used to say back in the day, flats suck. They still do, but I eat them. I love chicken wings. If I had to choose, I'm choosing drums. And I don't normally get their drinks. I only got it for the cup, when I was collecting cups. And it's a regular. I could pay a little extra and got a large. That's usually how I go, but you know, Diet Coke, not Coke Zero because they don't have it, but Diet Coke is still good too. But I like these wings. Do I think it should stay on the menu? Um, maybe not. Maybe not a regular, but they can definitely be like a seasonal part of the rotation. That bite had a lot of orange flavor to it. In my opinion, Wingstop hardly ever, if ever, misses. So I'm not saying they can't do no wrong, but the best new flavor they added they ever had on the menu, in my opinion, that they also made a permanent flavor is the hot honey rub. Because I know, you know, like in my opinion, hot honey rub is like the only flavor that can really threaten lemon pepper. But any other flavor that's amongst my favorite, like Louisiana rub, mild, spicy Korean Q, garlic parmesan, whatever, they don't threaten lemon pepper. But hot honey rub kind of does a little bit. So I want to kind of go on a rant. Something I watched on YouTube while I was waiting for my order. But before I do that, I'll say on a scale of 1 to 10, I give these. I give them a 7.8. Like they're good, but they're not like crazy. But I would get them again. Yeah, 7.8. What I give them. But I'm gonna talk about this because it's just one of those discussions that just irritates me every time I see it. And I'm gonna start by saying this too. Can we please stop referring to hot dogs as glizzies? That is the stupidest, most annoying thing I've ever heard. I Why are we in 2026 and grown men still discussing if another grown man or whoever can eat a hot dog? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Calling it a glizzy, it makes you not want to eat the shit because that don't sound right. Who the hell wants to eat something called a glizzy, right? But it's just a thing that men continue to try to make a stupid discussion over and try to clown people that like hot dogs. If you don't like hot dogs because it was just never your thing based on taste or texture or whatever, that's fine. But let's stop trying to make it any more than that. Because if we're being real here, there's foods and things that would represent what y'all trying to make a joke about more so than a fucking hot dog on a bun, right? But apparently, based on this little podcast or whatever, apparently also men are starting to feel that way about bananas. Bananas would make more sense logically than a hot dog, but still. And why do you have to say pause after every little thing, right? Why? There's no reason that you should feel the need to have to say pause when you say certain stuff. Because based on who you're talking to, who you be around, or whatever the case may be, if they make you have to say pause after you say something, then maybe you should probably give them the side eye. And also, we can't say this generation is cooked. We can't say that. Because as far as I'm concerned, from what I'm seeing or hearing or whatever the case may be, it's spread across pretty much every generation for the most part. It's like y'all niggas just don't got nothing better to do. It's crazy. Like, it'd be nice for people just to have a regular, harmless conversation, right? You ain't gotta try to backtrack what you said and things like that. Stop trying to make certain stuff people eat this horrible thing. Because there's a difference between just eating it like with your bare hands or whatever, and eating it as pretty much majority of people who, for example, eat hot dogs, how they eat it. They eat it with some kind of bun. White bread for the struggle, or a hot dog bun, or whatever. Any kind of rolls or whatever, right? It's crazy. Because trust me, if we're gonna have these kind of like thought processes about food, there's a lot of them. You know, there's a lot when your mouth will just stop eating. But yeah, can we just stop calling it glizzy? Because that's stupid. It's annoying. And it's unnecessary. All right, rant over. I'm going to destroy this last wing. A good old drummy. Damn. See this? That's a hazard. That was good. Shout out to Wingstop once again, coming out with a pretty cool flavor. Not one of my favorites personally, but respectable nonetheless. But y'all let me know if y'all tried them, what y'all think, if y'all interested or y'all care. But that's gonna be it for this video. I love you and I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace out.